Hey everyone, so we have been doing little cables that create these parentheses kind of look, or a zigzag kind of look. Different people call them different things. Because I'm at the end of a row, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to back out of this. I'm going to show you a couple of ways to back out of this. One of the first things we do. So one of the first things, sorry about the background noise, that I had shown everybody was to pinch under the 3 stitches and slide them off. Then once you slid them off, you're going to slowly undo each one, keeping your fingers pinched below it. And then watch, my thumb is going to move everybody back. And then you take your needle and put it into the 3 stitches. And some people, that is scary, so we can try it this way. And this way you are just unknitting each stitch in the order it is in now, which is a crossed order. And then you have to uncross it. So you still have this stitch right here that needs to go in front of these. So I'm going to slide the one off. And I'm going to slide in to these 2, and then I'm going to come around and slide these back on, and I should have 1, 2, 3. These 3 stitches stand correct. Okay, so that is 2 ways remembering, and I know my blue's a little bit dark. Many times if I'm in a rush, I will just slide them off, 1, 2, 3, move them with my thumb, and put them back on and go. So it really is up to you, whichever one you feel more confident in. Don't worry, I'll get that. 3. So that's the undoing of them. So let's talk about doing these with without a cable needle. So here I've been doing the right crosses, so I'm going to continue with that. The right cross is where you take the first 2 stitches and onto a cable needle and hang it to the back. So if I put my needle into this 1 stitch, I identify these 2 stitches as being in the back. I pinch below in the back, I pinch below those stitches. I slide everything off my needle, put it back on the needle, pull this one over, put it on, and then all I have to do is knit it. Now let's do the other direction. So when you're going to have the left cross, you would take the first stitch and hang it to the front. So in order to put that one in front, I put my thumb on the 3 stitches and I go in the back of the next 2. That puts this single one in front. I pinch underneath all, slide it out, put my needle back in, then put these 2 on, and then I knit them. Make sure I get it. Okay, now, so that puts us back with a right cross and a left cross. That's just on the same row showing it to you. Just in case you have forgotten in regards to the cable holder. Hold on a second, I forgot my cable needle. Okay, sorry. So I didn't have my cable needle, but I'm going to use this as a cable needle. So in the event that you're wondering about this, we go in, let's say we're going to do the left cross. We go in, pick up our first stitch, hold it to the front. I'm just going to let it do that. Well, this does not make a great cable needle, but I would hold that to the front. I would knit the next 2 stitches. 1, 2. Then I would knit the stitch from the cable needle. And I would have my cross. So that's just a reminder of how you're using your cable needle. So probably the biggest thing when you're knitting this, let me just get to the end of the row so I can point out some things. When you're knitting, you want to be sure that as you're going into your next set of 3 stitches, you see how this stitch pulls to the right. I know that all these are to the right, and my next row of cables are going to be pulling to the left. So check yourself to make sure you're doing the right thing. Sometimes you think you're looking at your pattern, your written pattern, and you're on the wrong row. But before you just pay attention to your written pattern, pay attention to the last thing you did on your actual pattern project. So if you think you're on a right slant cable and you look and you went, oh, and here are my right slants, I must be in the wrong spot on my written project or my written pattern, and now I know I'm going to be doing a left slant. So pay attention, and also you start to see these columns, and if all of a sudden you have a column that is offset and something is pulling, over to another column, stop, look at where you are, and make sure that all of your columns line up. If your space in between stitches is too big or big and wholly and a little loose, tighten up your work or try going down a needle size. You're going to see these columns, because there's a little space between them, but it should not be really big and gappy and open. Okay, it should be just about like this. All right, I hope this helps, and look forward to seeing how everybody does next month. All right, have fun. Bye.